Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Chill Abyss. I haven't actually looked at the Abyss yet, so of course we're gonna do that together. All I heard is that there are not launch shield enemies and not crash shield enemies, so I assume it's gonna be difficult, but it's alright. Let's just get into it and see how far we'll get. Of course, we get super gems from floor 9 and 10. Ooh, it's the chicken again. That makes me kind of want to use Sethos. I'm gonna use my favorite Sethos team, which is Sethos Overload. Usually he's played in Aggravate, but I just really enjoy Overload Sethos. And in the first half, you know what? I'm gonna use my DPS Kave. I haven't used him in a long time. Usually with Kave I play a Bloom team, obviously, with Nilo. I'm feeling like spread DPS Kave today. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, he does decent, I'd say. It's a pretty fun team. So yeah, if you really like Kave, I can recommend this team. The only downside, of course, is that Nahida's skill doesn't carry over to the next enemy, so yeah, that's unfortunate. And we're using Sethos. It's very Sumeru themed, isn't it? Which is funny because I do need to record the new episode for Sumeru only as well. I've been kind of really sick again this week, so I couldn't really record much. I absolutely love the Sethos team. It's so insane. It shreds through literally everything. It's so much fun. I think Sethos is such an underrated character. His playstyle does change quite a bit at C6 though, so yeah, keep that in mind. At least my Kave doesn't have energy issues, which is good. Okay, the crocodile is on the other side of the planet, so, you know. Yeah, Kave hits pretty decent damage. I really enjoy using Kave, by the way. Like, I used to be, like, before Illuga appeared, I used to be a diehard main DPS Kave main. I used to play him in a lot of different teams. And yeah, spread is not the best for him. Like, by far, obviously. Sethos is insane, what the heck? Okay, I lost my train of thought again. But as I was saying, I used to be a Kave main. So, of course, Kave is also my pride and joy. I know many people probably won't really understand why I use him this way. There were also some comments, like most of the comments in the last video that I made about Illuga were very understanding and kind, but there were also some people who I think completely missed the point of the video, right? Like, the point was not to show a high DPS team for him, and the highest damage contribution for each character is not the whole story, right? That took maybe 10 seconds or something. What? That was super duper easy. But yeah, everybody, that was DPS Kave. So we're probably not use Wanderer. Wait, aren't these two also in the Stygian currently? Why are they in the Abyss as well? Is that really necessary?
Is this really necessary?
So the second half, I mean, I could probably brute force this with my Wanderer. I'm just gonna try Kinich first. As for the first half, yes, I do have Zabai. She's right here. She's C2. She's straight up very broken, but we're not gonna do that. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use DPS Illuga. Since the enemy in the last, like the moon gecko, he kind of really wants a claymore character, so I could also bring Aino. Full not pride team, wow. I don't know if these two teams can clear. Let's just send it. It would be my biggest highlight to clear this with DPS Illuga, of course, since I have cleared the last Abyss with him as well. I mean, so far it seems to be going quite well. Wait, there's 12 enemies? That's gonna take a while. If I can group them a little bit, I can destroy their shields more easily. I mean, they do drop kind of fast. It's just that there's so many of them. It scares me. But Illuga's front-loaded damage is really helpful here. Alright, I mean, it didn't go too bad. Now, if this has like 12 enemies as well, that might be an issue, but let's see. Okay, only has 3. We should be good to go. At least I hope so. We did get them in the end. I'm just so happy I can use Kinich, you know? There's like literally never an Abyss where you can use Kinich. It's such a rare thing. Okay, these should be easy with this team. Yeah, this is going well. I think we'll clear in a little bit, like over a minute. Not using any bursts now. That's really good. Even though I used Aino instead of Goro, I would use Goro here normally. Alright, he's immune. I'm just holding it, whatever. I don't like Magokinki, he's really annoying. Because he teleports so much. Yeah, of course he's immune. No, 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 no. You think you could, but hell no. Okay. Man, this took forever because this enemy is so annoying. Sure, I could have played better, I know, but we still did it anyway. Now, as for the moon gecko... Yeah, it was good that we brought Aino, I think. I do need to be careful with her though. Alright, Illuga got his damage off, which is good. I need Linnea's heal though. Yeah, Linnea doesn't heal enough for me. She doesn't quite heal it off. I think I need one more round of healing for her. Alright, that's what we like to see. Now the question is, Kinich, can you kill the Papilla in like 1 minute 30 seconds? I think he should be able to do that. Quick, quick, quick. Okay, we should be able to do that, right? Okay, yeah guys, we did it. That was a very quick abyss clear. Alright, let's get our Primo gems. Let's pull on the weapon banner and see if we can get anything, because I have Linnea's weapon guaranteed. And even if I don't get anything, I'm gonna try and go for Lowen's weapon. Did know that there would be a possibility that I lose the 50-50, which I did, but since there's 2 bows on this banner, I don't really mind. I don't really mind. Hello, welcome back. So, since the initial clear was super fast, I figured why not spice things up with a little bit of a challenge, since I've been having a pretty easy time in the abyss. Here's what I thought of. We will choose 8 characters and there's 2 wheels. Basically, we just make our gacha game even more gacha. If it lands on, for example, polearm, we go to the wheel and we spin until we get the first polearm character. I hope that makes sense, right? I hope that makes sense. My account is a little bit unbalanced. I don't have many polearm characters, for example.
A few moments later.
First character is a polearm, which is not great, cause yep, it's literally only Illuga and Toma. No one else is a polearm. That's not great. Obviously. Let's see who we get. Illuga or Toma? It's Illuga. Okay. That's great, because my Illuga is obviously more built. I was also thinking about whether I should make another wheel where I decide whether I make them support or DPS, which would be kind of interesting. Let me know if that's an idea you'd like to see, like a wheel that decides whether I have to build the character DPS or support. But it will be even harder to clear content in that case, obviously. Please not polearm. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll be using Illuga and Toma. But since those are all of my built polearm characters, I do not have any more polearm characters in my account. I have to get rid of polearm here because I literally don't have any.
Are you sure about that?
And I can't, like, I have to use 2 different teams, so it's sadly not possible to repeat them. So we have to spin again and see what weapon we get. Catalyst I have the most. Bow? Bow. Okay, we could get Linnea. Okay, let's see who we get. Who is character number 3? It's Fischl! Okay, that's not bad. Then, let's see what weapon type we get next. Maybe we get bow again, surely not. Catalyst! Fingers crossed to get Wanderer. Wanderer. Okay. We might need to spin a few times, but I have a lot of Catalyst characters. Like, pretty much half of my characters are Catalyst. Yes, Citlali! Okay, we got Citlali. Finally. This took a while, guys. Because for the Catalyst characters, I keep spinning this wheel because I'm too lazy to actually write them down. Catalyst again? Yes! Okay, let's spin. Catalyst is good for me. Wanderer! I got my Wanderer. That's good. That's great. Character number 6 will be a bow character. So, who are we getting? Faruzan. Okay, Auron isn't bad. Auron is actually good because there's a Natlan enemy in this abyss, so I hope we can get the Hydro character. Because we already have Fischl, so if we can get the Hydro character, that would be amazing. Whomst are we going to get next? A Claymore? Alrighty. I have 5 Claymore characters. That's even less than the bow ones, right? Yeah, it is. I thought I had more Claymores than bows, but apparently I don't. Yeah, alright. That's not too bad. And now the last character. I'm hoping we can get Catalyst again to gamble for Columbina, but okay, we're getting both. That's That's not good, because we don't have a single Hydro character. Unless we get Child. Unless we get Child. Oh, I forgot to delete Auron. We already got Auron. Okay, that's bad. Everybody, pray for Child. Pray for Child. Okay, it's Yahoda, which... That's not the best without Ascendant Gleam. I'd have to pair her with I think I do have to pair her with Illuga for the Abyss monster. The teams are gonna be so cursed. So first of all, we have, I think I already have something in mind at least. It's just bad that we don't have a Hydro character. Let's make it so that I have one rule where I can exchange one character for another character of the same weapon type, but I can use a different element, you know what I mean? But I can do that only once. And I think if I exchange Dea here for Aino, we would have a chance. Because then Yahoda's kit can actually function, because she needs Ascendant Gleam to function. And Wanderer, so in case you don't know, in case you're new here, first of all, welcome to the channel. And second of all, my Wanderer is C6, so he's gonna put out at least a little bit of damage, right? So yeah, our first team is this. It's pretty cursed, not gonna lie. It's gonna be rough, guys. This is gonna be real rough. I'm not even sure how to build this team. I think I have to build Toma for damage, right? I think I have to build Toma for damage. We don't have many options for Pyro. I guess I can level this artifact. Yes, please keep rolling like this. I love you if you do. Please crit. Yes! Oh my god, actually, that's really amazing. Okay, so how is he looking? We can give him the Engulfing Lightning. And then he gets a little more attack, because he has lots of... Yeah, okay, I think this is the build for Tome. I mean, Illuga is probably also gonna do lots of damage. He is triple crowned, so hopefully that's worth something. Then Fischl, I definitely need to put on a damage build. Venti, do you mind if Fischl borrows your weapon for a moment? Wish me luck or something, I guess. But this is the best I could come up with. So, editing Ichia here. In hindsight, I don't know why I didn't switch the teams. Don't ask me that question. Needless to say, on that day, it didn't go well. So I'm gonna save you the trouble of sitting through this whole thing with me. And here's the compilation of my failed attempts. For this, I honestly, I don't know what to do with this. Guys, I don't think we can clear this. I don't think we can even clear this. I think I need to rethink the teams in general. Just pray. And for the Natlan enemies, we just use... Just hope and pray for Wanderer, honestly. This is even worse. Okay, you know what? That's not gonna check out whatsoever. Alright guys, wish me the best. Wish me the best, because this is gonna be horrible. Because of the Chio shield, it's really rough. If only these people grouped up a little bit better, but it's alright. Oh my god. Oh, that was... Let's not talk about that, okay? That took forever. Okay, I mean, actually, the shit goes down pretty quick at least. Oh my god, we cleared it. Why must they make enemies like this, you know? This is at least the first chamber was challenging because it's a lot of enemies. Sure, it's annoying, but it's a challenge. But this just feels... bad. I don't know how else to put it. Okay, this is just... Okay. Okay, wow, Yahoda got one-shot again. Okay, so I think that's enough of that. I didn't make it through, obviously, so I decided to just let it sit for a day. After some time had passed, I felt my mind become a little bit clearer and finally noticed how stupid I was the other day. I ended up switching the Wanderer team to the second side, whereas the Electrocharge team was to clear the first one. The first side was rough, not gonna lie. The Geo shields were a big issue, as you can tell, and even though Aino's Claymore attacks broke the shields a little bit more effectively, it was far from fast. The constant ungrouping of the enemies meant slow progress, and even worse, when their Geo shields were finally gone, I wasn't able to deplete the health bars in time, which means they regenerated. Since there were 12, for whatever reason, 12 of these golems. It took super duper long and I only had around 4 minutes left on the second side to clear before the timer would run completely out. To state something positive, these characters are actually very fun to play together and it is more of a quick swap team. Meaning I just switched to whoever had their burst ready and spammed buttons, pretty much. Since Yahoda's burst heals the team member with the lowest HP, and with better dodging, I was able to sustain the team well and went deathless this time. Now for the other team, there isn't much to say really. It's a Wanderer solo carry essentially. Thank you so much, my one and only, the best character in Genshin Impact. Anyway, the Night Soul shields weren't much of an issue to me. The combination of the Night Soul effect from Sidlani's burst and C6 Wanderer's high frequency attacks made quick work of the restrictive shields. For the other characters, I switched up their builds a bit to fully support the precious boy. Homa's damage was no longer needed, so I equipped him with the 4-piece noblesse, pretty much stealing Benny's exact artifacts. Sorry Benny, his shield strength also didn't matter much anymore, since I have Sidali on the team as well. With the 20% attack buff from the Noblesse and with the 20% attack buff from the Tenacity set on Sidali, Wanderer was in a much better spot. And furthermore, Sidali also provided him with more damage buffs from her C1 and her signature weapon, as well as with a strong shield of course. Illuga was there for, well, I guess mental support? Something like that. I still love him and I am glad he was there. In the second chamber, the Aino team had a lot less trouble. It was still not quick by any means, but much better than before for sure. Aino's burst and Yahoda's skill enabled the extra damage against the white health bar of the Wildhead enemies via the Ascendant Gleam team effect, and therefore I had a pretty chill time. Much easier than stressfully brute forcing with Wanderer of course. Speaking of him, he basically shredded through the second half, even without any of his proper supports. I'm really just so glad I have him, he's the GOAT of my account.
Upon the gale.
Show no mercy! Suffer the...
Go get him, Aiden! Might compel! Squall and fury!
Finally, Chamber 3. Aino's team was actually pretty decent against the Moongecko. I did have to hurry for the first round of destroying the geosphere kind of thing, but I managed to break them in time anyway. The only thing lacking on this team is, well, damage. I gave them the best artifacts they could have, and all of these characters have level 9 or level 8 talent. Aino is on 4-piece Instructors and Favonia's Greatsword, Fischl on the Skyward Harp and 4-piece Golden Troop, and Auron on 4-piece Sin City and Chaska's signature weapon, whereas Yahoda is on 4-piece Viridescent with the Fab Bow. During the shield breaking phase, I'd only use Aino for her claymore attacks to break the shield faster, and heal with Yahoda to keep her alive. Then I'd use Yahoda's heal again to get rid of the debuff, and from there complete the usual rotation. I'm so glad they managed to pull through in the end. But yeah, this is it. This was episode 7 of Chill Abyss. I apologize for taking so long to release it, but my life has been pretty turbulent as of recent. Perhaps I will talk about that in a future video? Who knows? I do hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for watching and for your support. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.